Welcome to The Burning of the Midnight Lamp, where we are dissecting music history, album by album, and track by track. And we have reached the end of another Sparks album, Music That You Can Dance To from 1986, their 14th album. It's the 8th track, and it's called Let's Get Funky.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, another album with a lot of dance tracks.
Not heard this track, and knowing what I know so far about Sparks, this could go either way. It could be very funky, or it could be very unfunky.
You are definitely right about one of them.
Let's jump in.
Let's jump into it. Have a listen to Let's Get Funky.
She arrived on a Greyhound bus. She was young and so lean, and she smelled like a small town church. Oh, but she looked like a queen. And I walked up and asked her name, and she gave me a stare. So I said, oh, will you marry me? She just brushed back her hair. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. She looked hungry, I knew I was. So she ate lunch with me. Then she held out a greasy hand, rubbed the grease on my knee. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Or maybe she's taken a vow of silence. Or maybe she's from some quiet island. Or maybe she's scared of big city life. I don't know. Maybe she's had a difficult life. Well, come on, baby, just a word. Just a syllable or two. Take your pick. Any word. Any word at all will do.
Let's get funky.
we get funky a lot. But she still doesn't say a lot. Still she knows what she wants. Let's get funky. 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 Let's get funky.
And there we are.
It's beautiful.
How long was that?
6 minutes, I think.
Oh, only 6 minutes. Well, so far, first 7 songs, great songs. This was not a great song. What to say? This is what you put on when you want your guests to leave.
It's one of those. Yeah.
One of those, yeah.
I was also thinking that this should have been amazing for the CIA doing an interrogation just to put this on a on a loop.
Yeah. Well, it begins all right because the beat in the beginning is a cool beat, and now I'm expecting this sort of a zombie dance song. It could have been the Armies of the Night. Well, could have been titled Armies of the Night. And then there's this completely horrible orchestral hit type riff that is just so plain ugly, and that continues for the whole song.
Yeah.
So if you take away this awful synth, maybe the song could have been all right.
But we will never know unless we take away that.
Unless they mix it again.
I mean, it's like, how much orchestral hits do you want? Yes. And it is. It's interesting in the beginning. I mean, if it had been only sort of the first little part that you hear it, it would have been okay, and then there's something else followed it.
Yeah.
But here it is completely dominating the track, and it is. Not working very well.
It's a test of patience.
Yeah,
I think so.
You know, they've done this before, like a chew, but that was creative and funny.
Yeah, chew is fun.
And but this was not. So maybe this is a shocking take for the fans of Let's Get Funky out there. But I hated it.
It's definitely on the top of my list of songs with funk in their titles that are not funk.
Yeah, you have a list?
I will bring it next time.
Bring it next time.
It sounded like maybe they were trying at times in there. Suddenly got a little piano in there, and you're changing rhythm.
Yeah.
But I mean, it has a lot. There's a lot going on here as well. It's quite simplistic in one way, and the other way you have a lot of new elements being brought in. It's quite varied for being such a monotonous song in a way.
That's
but I agree with that.
Doesn't make sense, I know, but yeah.
There's a lot of elements that don't really work, but it's like I don't know. I appreciate so much that this song exists, even though it's horrible.
Suddenly in there's some I don't know what it's called, marimba or like some xylophone.
Xylophone or something, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I think this could have been a much better song if they had done it differently. Let's take a song like "Shopping Mall of Love," right? Which, have they put in some orchestral hits there, they probably would have ruined the song, and we maybe would have looked at that in a very different way as well.
Yes.
and it's also something with Russell singing, which sounds like some kind of redneck
He's
space
very,
cowboy.
Yes, he's trying to be Tom Waits, and
Tom Waits, I don't think about
no, he can do a lot of things, but he's not a good Tom Waits.
He's a good Tom Jones. No.
Good Tom
Oh,
Jones.
yes, certainly.
But the song itself, I think there is a better song hidden under here, just ruined by some awful arrangement and some questionable instrumental choices to back it up.
It was a good groove the first seconds or so.
And the lyrics are in a way classic Sparks or Ron.
I mean, the one in the beginning there is that is really funny. She smelled like a small town church, but she looked like a queen.
Does a small town church smell like? I'm
It
wondering.
makes you. It really spurs your imagination.
Is it incense if it's Catholic church, or what is it?
Mothballs.
Yeah. And that whole part, just say a word, just a syllable or two. Take a pick, any word will do. And then she says, "Let's get funky." So the lyrics are up to Spark standards, I would say.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can agree that everything except the orchestral hit is great, or good, or okay.
To prove the point with the lyrics, let's just take a look at this.
This should be one of them, yeah.
She arrived on a Greyhound bus, and she was young and so lean. She smelled like a small-town church, but she looked like a queen. And I walked up and asked her name, and she gave me a stare. So I said, "Will you marry me?" She just brushed at her hair. She looked hungry and knew I was, so she ate lunch with me, and she held out a greasy hand, rubbed the grease on my knee. Maybe she's taken a vow of silence. Maybe she's from some quiet island. Or maybe she's scared of big city life. I don't know. Maybe she's had a difficult life. Oh, come on, baby, just a word. Just a syllable or two. Take your pick, say a word. Any word at all will do. Let's get funky.
I just stopped there. That's perfect.
Pure poetry.
Yeah, that is really good.
Yeah, but apart from a misstep there, maybe, at the end of the album.
The end of both sides, yeah. No. The end of both album sides, A and B.
A and B?
Mhm.
No. Armies of the Night is the misstep.
No, I think this, if we are
Yeah.
summing it up,
I was going to say what you think of the
Yes.
album in total.
I really liked this album. Three really great songs. Being Rosebud, music you can dance to, and of course the Shopping Mall of Love. Beautiful. And the rest was good, except this one, which I agree that it's probably something good hidden beneath the orchestral hits there, but not as it is now. So on a total, this was a much better record for me on a first listen than Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat. Definitely. So positively surprised and looking forward to interior design as well.
You should be, yeah, because we have some great albums coming up. Yeah, great albums. This to me is not one that I would say is great, but it's good. But while Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat kind of grew on me, not so much happened to me. Like, yeah, I do really like some of the songs, Music That You Can Dance to, Rosebud, and the scene Shopping Mall of Love as well. It's so I'm a bit like, I don't know, 50-50 on this one. It's not my one of the albums that I will listen to the most out of Sparks. It's one that I will listen to the least, but maybe I will give it some more tries after now that we've done this.
It's actually a little bit challenging listen. And there is something, I'm not sure, in the mastering part maybe, that isn't too well done here. Maybe could have done with some remastering actually. Because when I listen to music you can dance to, I feel I need to turn up the volume. And then,
that is true.
Later, especially when you get these orchestral hits, Armies of the Night in particular, I think, it's very, very sharp if you don't turn it down again.
Yeah.
So it's I'm not sure what it is. Is it then the mastering that is not done? Could have been better, or is it just volume from track to track that isn't normalized in a way, or what is it? But that sometimes bothers me when I sit down and listen to this, because music you can dance to is such a great song, and as I mentioned, it kind of, I feel it needs a little bit more oomph. So I turn it up, and then there are songs later on that becomes too loud, basically.
Yeah,
So,
especially the last one.
Yeah, I don't tend to listen to that.
Skip it.
Which is makes it a very nice place placed on the album, because you can kind of leave it on. I kind of open it and I think, yeah, this is it's quite a fun track, but it is a bit painful to listen to from start to finish, actually.
Yeah,
And it's only 6 minutes. And you're describing it as painful.
Yeah. No, but the album as a whole, it's definitely grown on me. I think I would pick the same songs as Chris, actually. Music You Can Dance to, Rosebud, Shopping Mall of Love. I also like The Scene. I also like Armies of the Night, though. That must be said. So there we disagree, I guess. But overall, a solid album, and I have the overall feel I get from this album is that it is a better album than Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat. Although, the title track there is really, really good. Yeah, that's why maybe my own personal surprise that this is rated lower than that one. It would be interesting to hear the comments from our listeners and viewers as well. What do you think of this album? How do you rate it compared to, for example, Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat? And when we talk about Sparks albums, because most of the albums are actually really good.
yeah.
So when you start comparing them, even though you could say, does this deserve to be near the bottom of the list when you rate the Sparks albums? Because it is a solid album, right? But
Absolutely.
But then when you're gonna ask the question, which albums would you put behind it then? Again, I've said that before as well. But then okay, it probably deserves a place in the lower ranges somewhere, not necessarily at the bottom for sure. But that's just because there are so many great Sparks albums and so much great music that they made.
But if they had put Change instead of Let's Get Funky,
Yeah. That would have helped a lot.
To me, that would have made an album without any bad songs.
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah. And
No,
as I said, Let's Get Funky. You can say anything you like about it, but it's not uninteresting.
No, it's not. That's like I said. It's. I'm happy that it's there, even though I don't want to listen to it. Then it's fun. It's a fun experiment.
It's a bit of a pity because the lyrics are so great that the lyrics had deserved a better, not necessarily a better song as in the songwriting, but a different arrangement. And please tone down the orchestral hits. Are there orchestral hits on the next album?
Yeah. Yeah, there must be.
Why do they like him so much?
The orchestral hit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the next album is really music that you can dance to.
Yeah, I mean, from here they go. This is the end of an era in the sense that it's the last album with Bates Motel band on it. Although you could say you can barely hear them because it's so electronic, much of it. So in that sense, it's not a big leap until the next album, which is also very electronic and 80s based album, Interior Design. But there are definitely some changes. Amongst other things, they build their own studio. So they have no restrictions of studio time when it comes to that album. And that's also going to be a long break after that album and the next one.
Extremely long.
So we're talking about an album a year here, and then now we get another gap until Interior Design. It was in 88. And then it's going to be 6 years until the next album. 5 years until the next single. They released a single in 93.
Yeah.
So what did they do in the meantime?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to hear about.
So that will be for a future episode, I think. But all in all, I think I have a feeling, based on what I read other people write about it and rate it, that maybe it has a bit of a poorer reputation than I feel it should have, at least. But I can also understand that maybe, a song like The Scene, I can understand why people wouldn't like that, for example. Someone that really, really loves With All My Might, let's say my mother would have liked that song. She wouldn't have liked The Scene.
No, I could see she probably would have liked Armies of the Night, maybe.
I doubt it.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but they're at least they're keeping it interesting.
Yeah.
All the time. We can say that.
Never boring.
Never boring. So.
And now we, some would say we have still one album left in the sort of dark ages, lower end of Sparks before we get into much more interesting albums. So
that makes no sense. That's where we are going to the interesting albums. Yeah,
we are going into.
It's the start of a new and bright area.
Which means that you have to follow us and see what all our opinions are, and especially why Trond likes Interior Design so much, which you clearly do.
It's going to be interesting to see how it is as a first impression.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I don't think we have much more else to add about this song or the album. Of course, leave us a comment below about what you think about Let's Get Funky and the album as a whole. And we're going to continue with Interior Design coming up as the next episode we do, probably. So thank you for following us on yet another album. And until we're back, you must all have a great day, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for the comments, and we'll be back with you very soon.